Hello everyone. This is a part 3 of the chapter Plan Development. In this module, I have explained about the major outcomes of 5-year plan. In our previous video, you already get and understand about the different 5-year plan. So now in this module, I have explained about what are the outcomes, that it is came in front of the society after the first 5-year plan. So let's see. So in this module, first we have to know the little bit introduction that what is the major outcomes. That the plan development which they are that taken in the earlier initiative or in the earlier days, that was at best realizing the goal of economic development of the country and well-being of its citizens. Whatever the initiatives they have taken for for the development, that is somehow they realize that is the best the goals of the economic development, and it is somehow the giving the well-beingness or giving the development towards its citizen, right? But afterwards it was realized that those who benefited from unequal development means that during the time of the planned economy, they are only they are only taken initiative for doing the plannings, that for doing the budgets or doing the different kinds of development like that, but they are not somehow that they are not taking care of about the equal distribution, unequal distribution, like this kind of things. So basically those who are very much benefited from the unequal development, like the class or the group of the section of the peoples, those who are very those who have get all kind of facilities for unequal development, as because that the one particular section, if the development will be it is in the manner of unequal, that means if everyone will not get more, then who have the all the facilities, who have all the money, they capture all the development. So it is benefited for that section of group, those who wanted to capture all the things. So the benefited from the unequal development, they right now they became the politically powerful. They are so much powerful, and even in the politically they get some status and powerful, and due to that reason it made even more difficult for completing the plans or policies which is taken by the government, because right now they don't wanted to doing the plans which is going towards the planned development. Now due to that reason, some of the major outcomes that it is came out in front of the society after the finishing of the 5-year plan. There are there's a different kinds of major outcomes are there, but among that we have to need to know about here the three main basic one. So what are the three main basic one? The first one is that economic foundation. What are the economic growth or economical, that during this time what kind of plans will came out, or what kind of economical status that coming out in front of the society. Then the land reform structure, that what kind of reforms or what kind of land distributions, and the finally that is the green and white revolution. These are the three major outcomes which after the 5-year plan, after doing lots of that taking lots of initiative, lots of plans, finally these three things that is came in our society. So in this module I have explained the first two major outcomes, that is economic foundation and land reforms, and in my next video you will get in a details manner about the green revolution and about the white revolution. Okay. Now first we have to know about the economic foundation, that that during the first two plan foundation of India, future economic growth were laid. It is not very much that in the first 5-year plan, I hope you all that it is clear to you that in the first 5-year plan the government tried to take initiative and focuses is all attention, give its all attention over the that they give all attention in the first 5-year plan, they give attention into the that agriculture areas, right? In the second 5-year plan they all focus upon the industry. Okay. And in the third one they try to focus upon the industry which is based on agriculture. But finally after this one there's a planned holiday, which you already get understand from the previous topic. Now the thing is that these two after these two types of that the development, the economical growth is not very much up to date, as because first they are all that they are all keeping their monies and everything into the agriculture sector. So in that timing they are not focusing upon the industry one, so the development will not be there. Next one, when they that they're focusing upon the industry, in that timing they forget about the agriculture one. So in this area, the food shortage, that food shortage that is somehow is going on in our countries. So basically, finally after the 3 planning, we get the planned holiday. Okay, and in this planned holiday they get a break from the 5-year plan. So from that reason we can say that that's the first 2 plan foundation of India future. Economically, if we saying that economically we are not very much in a growth, so somehow due to that also some of the largest project also taken care, that after these 2 kind of foundations, or after these 2 kind of planning, that is in agriculture or industry, it is not like that in economically they are not all the time, they are not very that not getting success, but in some areas they also get success, and due to that reason they have taken some largest project. They they're successfully doing that thing. The first one is that they are creating that mega dams during that period, like like the Bhangra Nangal, Hirakund, for the irrigation and power generation. So that is the first one, that among the different largest project, the first one is that mega dam. So they are creating many of the dams which are helping into the irrigation and power, and giving the generation power, by which we get electricities, by which we get that the current, the different things. So this is also one of the important project which is take care, and somehow it is given the economically good that good result. The next one is it is the first 5-year plan, and this is a second 5-year plan, where we have seen the heavy industry. They are keeping their that their money into the heavy industry, where publicly in the public sector they are manufactured the steel plants, they are established the oil refineries, they manufacture many different things. They are that they are giving their money and using their money into the defense production, etc. They were starting with this period. So in the second 5-year plan, we have seen that the country that they are investing their money into the heavy industry by establishing the steel plants, oil refineries, by manufacturing different products and the defense production. So different this side things they are doing in the second one. And in the third one, they are that they were concentrated on the infrastructure for transport and communication, because you all know that if that they wanted to create a heavy industry, they wanted to establish the heavy industry, or they wanted to create or establishing any kind of project or any kind of things, then they need a communication sector, they need a transport sector. So somehow we can say that infrastructure and transport of communication, that also improves substantially, but it is very improved in a slow manner. So for that reason we can say that these 2 things during the first 5-year plan and second 5-year plan, somehow the economical growth are that is increased, but not in that manner, but through the project, largest project, or through the different project. Okay, but it is very in a slowly manner. So that is the first major outcomes what we have seen, that somehow economically we are that developed what we have planned, but not totally we have succeeded, but somehow in subsequently slowly we have developed our that the development in towards the economical side. Now the second major forms or outcomes which we have seen, that is the land forms. You all know that during that timing the colonial system of zamindari that was abolished. That before that the that the abolition somehow that is that zamindari system was in that time. But after the planning system, after the taking initiative of establishment of the planning system, the zamindari system, that which is that which is coming, or which is going on from the colonial system, that was somehow removed. And due to this removal, or due to this zamindari system, as it is removed from the society, it somehow reduces the capacity of the landlords. Right now, that after abolishing of the zamindari system, the landlords, they don't have that power, or that to capture the land or to holding the land. So it somehow reduces the capacity of the landlord. That is the first one under the abolition of the zamindari system. What the second things will happen? The second thing will happen that it realized land from the that released the land from the clutches of the class of less interest in the agriculture. See, previous time when it's the zamindari system, many zamindars are there, those who have money, but they have less interests upon the agriculture. They are not at all, they are interested in the agriculture or interested in the field or crops. So they are normally they are purchasing the land, okay, and they are purchasing the land as they have money, and that land are not at all used in the agriculture, okay, because that land is totally that they keep that land as a property, so they are not using this kind of things. And due to this reason, somehow the land fertility, that is that is somehow it is not very much used. So for that reason, due to as the abolition is zamindari system has abolished, so due to this reason, the landlords, they have a less capacity, they cannot be hold the that the land, and those who have less interest in the agriculture field, their land is not that they cannot be hold right now afterwards, as the zamindari system is not there. So the land reforms, okay, the land redistribution will be started, and due to this reason, the people, those who don't have any interest upon the agriculture, from their hand, the landes are that the landes are released from their hand. So right now they cannot have the capacity to hold the land, and due to this reason, as they are not have the capacity to holding the land, those who don't have a interest in agriculture, automatically the capacity of landlords, that is somehow reduced, okay. And this is the things that happen. And another thing what happened is that the attempts at consolidation of the land, bringing small pieces of land together in one place, was initiated. Now what that means, that many farmers, they don't have that kind of money to that to purchasing the lot of or the huge amount of land. So in that manner, the government take initiative that to collaborate all the lands. How this is, suppose this is the land of farmer 1, okay, and here the farmer 2 is there, and suppose here the farmer is the 3 over there. Now this portion, like that this portion is somehow or wasted. So now the government take the initiative that to merge up all the lands togetherly, and they will do their work togetherly, so that it will be that the middle portion of the land, that is not be that is not somehow it is not wasted, okay. And also if they are cropping that after collecting all the pieces of the land and make it in a one land together, and after that they doing, or they that they are fertilizating their crops, and then we get the crops in a very huge manner. So due to this reason, they try to take attempt for that land bringing, where the small pieces of the land they collecting together and make in a one way, so that it will be easier for them. So by this way they are that the land will doing. But these are the previous two components which is very much successful, but there are also other some components are there which is not very much that is not very much successful. It is not very much that not getting that kind of success. So what are that components which is not get a success, and why they are not getting the success, that we will know. The first one is that during that timing also, when that they are try to that redistribute the land, during that time they try to that imposing the ceiling. Now what is ceiling? The ceiling is that they try to put a law under which an upper limit of how much agriculture land one person could own. That means suppose that is A, this is suppose the first person who have 20 lands. Suppose this is the second person who have 2 lands, this is a third person who have maybe 50 lands. Now this is the things somehow is we have seen in our country, where the unequal distribution of the land we have seen. Okay, now what they are doing, they put a law that maybe a person cannot be that cannot be hold a land more than 10. So a person can hold only 10 lands. If they have a 10 lands or more than 10 lands, they have a right to keep 10 lands only with them, and others lands they have to leave. So a person cannot be, this is known as ceiling, where a person cannot be, that holding more than or excessive land. So the that the land purchasing, the number of the land purchasing, that keep limited, and the peoples cannot randomly, that they have a money, so for that reason they are purchasing. This is not happen. But the problem is arises that, the problem arises that the people who have this kind of money, who have, that have lots of money, those who can purchase this that land, they can easily manage the laws, and they can by with their monies, or like with their powers, they can that they can manage their procedures, and due to that managing of the procedures, somehow they are breaking their laws. For that reason, you can understand that why the law ceiling, this is not happen, as because the people who have access land, they can manage by by converting the laws according to themselves. So by this reason, the first one is not fulfilled. Now come to the second one. That in our country, many workers are there, those who don't have a land, and they are working into the others one, right? So due to this matter, there's also that our country try to plan the laws that the workers who are working into the others, that others land, they get the protection from, that not evicted from the work. Like suppose if one particular worker, they are working under any particular land, and if that landlord is don't like that worker, then at any time that landlord that evicted that worker. And if suddenly suppose if I'm saying that now it's a monsoon period, and if in the monsoon period or that in any other period when the worker don't have a that have the chance to get the work into any other's land, in that timing, if the workers are thrown out, or if the workers are evicted by the lands, then that worker, how they will that how they will continue their, or how that worker can earn their livelihood. So it is totally that immoral inhumanity. So for that reason, our country tried to that created the law where it will be giving the security against the eviction, that the landlords will not evicted that not evicted any worker at any time. But this is not happen, because it is only in a theoretical way, only in the that paperwork, but it is actually not properly that implemented in the society. And due to this reason, these are the that these are the the two laws which is not at all implemented properly. And due to this reason, for that reason, we can say that the two components or the other component, it is that less success, it is not very successful into the society. So it is very less success according to the law, right? Now under this, as due to this land redistributions is going on, now the thing is that food crisis suddenly in our country, that the if I'm saying the duration of that 1960s, during this time our agriculture that our agriculture is not only going in a right way, but the situation went from bad to worse. Means somehow in 1960s, due to some many reason which we know later, so due to this many reason, our agriculture field of our society, that is that is not increased, it is not very in a high manner. But after during that 1960, from that reason, from that timing or period, the agriculture field, it is decreases so much that it is that it is converted from bad to worse. The situation are somehow day by day it is getting worse from our country. Now what is the reason why this kind of things happen in our society, or why suddenly in 1960 the agriculture situation went bad to the worst? That's we have to know the reason. Okay, Now the first reason is that between the 1965 to 67, several drought occurred in many parts of the country. You know that this is a period which you, in the next chapter, which you know in a very huge, in a very detailed manner, that these things happen. So between 1965 to 67, this is a period when our country, that our India, they, that they faced many of the places of the country, they face the drought. There's a no monsoons are there, there's a no rainy waters are there. So due to this reason, the drought were occurred in many parts of the country, especially that in Bihar, in that side. And due to this reason, this period, that is 1965 to 67, this is a period what we call as a drought. The disaster management is there, disasters is there, which is drought. And here, that the peoples are not getting that kind of water for doing the agriculture. So due to this reason also, the food crisis was going, that occurred. And not only that, the country faced 2 wars. Okay, now to knowing this about the 2 wars, we have to know in our next chapter about the what kind of wars we have. Since it is a 1965 to 67, during that, from 1960. Okay, during this period, as why it is happened, the first one is that 1962 we have a war with the China. Okay, and during that timing also we have a war with Pakistan also. So 2 war we have to face during this time period. Due to that reason also, the country cannot be focus upon the food crisis or upon the agriculture system also. And not only that, due to this due to this drought, due to the war, lots of financial crisis will be happen. And only in that timing only, during 1960s only, the foreign exchange crisis also occurred. Means in during that time, the the money value, that is declined, that the dollar of that is the one, that the money against the dollar, that is somehow declined. So the value of rupee, that is that is somehow declined, or it is decreased. And due to this reason, the foreign exchange crisis we have seen, because we don't have money at that time, so we can that kind of foreign exchanges. Now that are the that the previous are the reason that that why this kind of food crisis happened. Now we have to know that basically that among all the part of the country, basically in the that in the Bihar, this is the reason that where we our country are suffered the most. Okay, now we have to see that why Bihar have the only one which is that this kind of things have happened, and what was the consequences, what we have to know over here. Okay, now what we have to know that this time, under this 1960, the Bihar is there who faced a lot of food crisis, as because among all the districts, only 9 districts are there in the Bihar, that only 9 districts are Bihar, those who are producing, but whatever they are produced, that is only half of their normal output. Suppose if in the normal that different normal year, if they are producing 10 if I'm taking things that only they are producing the 10 that bags of 10 bags of crops, but in this year, due to this food shortage, they have only produced the 5 that bag of crops. So you can understand that only they are producing the half, they are produced, but only the half of their normal output. Even the Bihar, all districts cannot able to produces the things. Only the 9 districts are there, those who can produce the that the who can produce the things, but only half of their normal outputs. Next one is saying that among that 9 districts, there's a 9 districts who produce half of the normal, and in that 9 districts, 5 districts are there, those who produce only 1/3 part of that what they are produce. Suppose if they are produce the 10 that 10 bag of crops, then 9 districts will produce the half one. Okay, that means the 5 bags, and this 5 districts among that one, they produce only 1/3, that is that 2 to 3 bags of the that the crops. So you can imagine that how much the financial crisis will be there, how much the food crisis will be there, as all the that all the state of the Bihar, they are unable to produce the things. And if those who are able to produce, but they can able to produce only the half or only the one third what they produce in the normally. Due to this food reasons, food crisis, we have to know that what was the consequences of that. Now we have to know the consequences. Okay, due to this food habits, the malnutrition is that occurred because the people don't have food enough to eat. So due to this reason, the malnutrition will be going that things. Food deprivation, the food not getting that whatever it is get, they that is that it's a very high price, and they are not getting the proper nutrition, they are not getting the proper food what they deserve. For due to this reason, the calorie intake dropped from previously it was 2000 that 2450 per day. If any person per day they can intake these calories, then they are above the that nutrients person or poverty person. But right now the Bihar is now they are suffering 1200 per day. So you can that you can imagine that how much it is declined or how much it is reduced. Then not only that, the death rate in the Bihar was 34% higher in 1967 than the previous year. See, whatever the previous year death rate is there, but in 1967, if you calculate the death rate, it will be increased up to 34% of what it's previously not, not the death rate is there. Not only that, the that due to the shortage, due to the drought, due to this that population is increased and the peoples are not able to intake, they are not able to produce, as due to the financial crisis, due to their that high prices, foreign exchanges, different reason. Now due to this reason, whenever they wanted to produce that thing, then the price of the rice and the wheat, that was increased twice and more than the other state, as because they don't have that food sheets, they don't have agriculture equipment. Okay, they don't have money. So if they don't have these all things, then how they will be that doing the agriculture? And those person or those district, those who are able to do somehow, but whenever they that they are purchasing this kind of things, then it will be very high in price, so automatically they increases their price rate of their crops. Okay, their agriculture prices, they automatically they increase, so that they will get also the benefited and can use in the later one. So for due to this reason, the normal people, those who don't have that much kind of money, they are unable to purchase the that the foods in their proper manner. And not only that, the availability of the food in Bihar also reduced due to the zoning policy. Now the government are that they are not try to, whenever they importing, as they don't have a money like that, whenever they import the that the food from there, so they reduces it and they increases the tariff or the taxes, that due to this reason, due to this zonal policy, due to this reason, the Bihar also not get the availability of the food as it reduced. Okay, because in that because the many of the countries of the part, they are suffering from different kinds of food shortage. So due to this reason, the Bihar also not getting the ability of the food or the that the sufficient food. And not only that, due to this reason also, the government right now had to import the food with a very huge amount of money, and they have to accept the foreign aid also, especially from the USA. Whatever they are giving the aid, that we have to that is the that the solution of different this kind of crisis, that the government now they have to imported the food from the outside, and they have to take the that accepted the foreign aid what they are getting. Not only that, they also the self-sufficient food is also required, so that each and every people of the Bihar, they at least get a nutrition food and not that's suffering from the malnutrition. So from this we can understand that how much pathetic positions that phases that was occurred, or that was that faced by the Bihar, especially Bihar during the time of the 1960s. Okay, I hope you all understand about this topic. In my next video, I will talk about the Green Revolution and the White Revolution from this chapter. I hope you all have cleared about the idea, and thank you so much for watching this video. Do